Salute, General, Iro, Musa, Etiquette. I'm affectionately referred to as General Etiquette, and thinking. I've been thinking about this idea of healing through forgiveness, right? Now, this was all birthed when I was contemplating closure. So I was having a discussion, and we were talking about closure, right? And that's when it sort of struck us. We had an epiphany throughout the course of our discourse when we realized that closure isn't something that another person can give you, right? Closure is something that you have to give yourself. Similarly to if you didn't have enough self-love or you didn't love yourself enough, right? You aren't gonna meet a partner that's gonna be able to fill that void for you, right? In a similar respect, closure, in my humble opinion, really just means that you're not ready to stop interacting with that individual, right? Someone can't give you closure. You have to recognize that that relationship was for a reason and a season, and it no longer serves you in the best way possible so that you can move forward, right? And then I think that perfectly segues into the discussion for today, this idea of healing through forgiveness, right? Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not all the way there yet. When God said turn the other cheek, I might have missed that passage personally, but I'm going back and I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna get into it. Now, for what I will say is relentless and continuous growth. As you know, what we're always pursuing on this channel, in this space, on this platform, right? I take accountability, and I will say healing through forgiveness is something we all should be working toward, right? Because to forgive is not to forget, right? To forgive is not to excuse, but to forgive is to release yourself, right? From the hurt, from the pain. You have to move forward, right? Not for the other person's sake. You have to be the bigger person actually for you, right? And when you start to change the lens at how you look at forgiveness, right, it won't seem like you're tucking your tail. It won't seem like you're acquiescing to their actions and or behavior. It won't seem like you're tolerating for the umpteenth time whatever they did to offend you in the first place, right? When you start to change your perspective and look at this idea of healing through forgiveness for the sake of you, right, then you understand it all gets circumvented back to you, and it's all about your growth and your progression, right? So why is this so important? It's important because when you hold on to things, right, how are you supposed to move forward? How are you going to get on the right track? How are you going to focus in the moments that you need to focus? How are you going to elevate? There's a lot of people, right? And a lot of times throughout life, we have interactions, we get hurt. And it's not just in relationships. Sometimes it's by family members. Sometimes it's by friends. Sometimes it could even be in a work relationship, right? You could have had a mentor of some sort, right? There's so many relationships. Any interaction between two people is a relationship. So because of that, there are so many relationships that we've had in our life and so many relationships to look forward to, right? As you navigate and traverse these plains and plateaus, you have to keep it with a spirit of things are going to happen. People are going to let you down. Unfortunately, that's a sad reality of life, right? People are going to let you down. Now, how you handle these letdowns and these moments of disappointment is what's going to turn back towards you, broaden and build your character and your strength once again, right? So remember, healing through forgiveness is not for the other person. It's not to give them a pass, and it's not to absolve them of their indiscretions, but it's actually to help yourself detach from them, right? Because the moment you understand and recognize that someone is toxic and or dead weight, right, you have to let them go in order for you to continue to rise, right? So so as always, like, comment, subscribe, right? The things that I'm saying, I speak specifically to men because that's the experience that I'm simultaneously having. But women, please, if anything can be taken from my messages, if you have any comments, anything, I'd love to hear all feedback. Remember, this is a channel where we want to promote relentless and consistent growth, but we also want to build community through thought-provoking discourse, right? So because of that, we're going to continue to drop videos. I'm going to keep trying to conjure up and garner out topics that I feel like aren't necessarily happening on the platforms that I watch and the platforms that have made themselves available to me, and really and truly, right, take the initiative, build and start community so that we can start talking about things that are actually pertinent to our lives. So like I said, remember, healing through forgiveness is a choice. It's a choice, and it's a very, very difficult one, but it's a choice that you have to make in order for you to show up and exist in a more healthy way. It's a choice that you have to choose consciously every single time, any and every time. Why? And like I said, it's not for the individual, but it's actually for you to release and let go of that toxicity, that dead weight, right? So that you can truly move forward, because there's another interaction, there's another relationship right around the corner that needs your full and undivided attention. So yeah, man, I've been thinking and I wanted to chop it up with y'all. But remember, you know what I mean? If you see me in the street, say what's up, but you probably won't because of the Rona. So I prefer you salute General, Iro, Musa, etiquette.